All right, everyone. This is video number 3 of what's in your water. So again, just distilling water for our humidifiers in our house. It is winter here in Connecticut, as you guys probably know from the first video. So this batch of water, I guess you could call it, I actually took from the refrigerator. So you can see here, we have a GE cafe fridge or cafe model fridge. So what I was doing was pulling gallons of water straight from the fridge to see what effect the filter on it would actually have on some of the residue that's left behind. Again, about 10 gallons, maybe 12 or so. Compared to the first video, so the first video, if you recall, and I'll try to give a link of the first video in the description for this particular video, I took water directly from the tap here. And specifically, I used hot water to put into the distiller, and then the distiller heated it up more and evaporated it, cooled it down, then caused condensation. That's how you get your distilled water. This time I did just water straight from the filter in the fridge to see what kind of an effect it would have. And if you could see, now it's really hard to tell, but the amount of residue isn't as much as you saw from the first video if you took the water straight from the tap. But you could still see, and I was kind of hoping that this wouldn't happen. I thought maybe the filter would actually do a better job of it. But you can see that white residue again within the distiller. So what's been left behind. There's also that rust colored stuff that's left behind. Again, I don't know what it is. Maybe one day I'll have these things tested. But again, you could see, like, on top of the white residue, there's droplets of water that are on there that just don't seem to be soaking through or dissolving into it, which again leads me to believe that it's some I don't know, some water repellent material or something like that. I don't know, maybe it's plastic or some other hydrocarbon. Who the hell knows what it is? But yeah, pretty nasty, just the same. So yeah, it's pretty gross no matter what. So even, filter it. Now, to be fair, it does seem, it's hard to tell in the video, but it does seem less than from the tap water in terms of the amount of residue. So yeah, that's just pretty interesting. I think what I'd like to try to do next is go across town to my mother's house. She has well water, and I wanted to see what that effect would have. If that water seems quote unquote cleaner. Again, I don't know what this stuff left behind is. Could be just, regular mineral deposits in water. God knows what else is in there. Again, I just don't know because I haven't had it tested at all, but maybe one of these days I will actually get it done. So hopefully it's informative, if not grosses you out. And now, don't just go out and start buying bottled water, thinking that that's any better. I mean, basically what those companies do is that they just bottle it straight from the tap where they're at and then call it spring water, or God knows what it is. So anyway, that's a little bit on filtered water coming from your fridge. What that looks like after about 10 gallons or so gets distilled out. If you're wondering, this is the water distiller that I have, pretty generic. I got it on Amazon literally a couple years ago for about 80 bucks. If I could find it, I'll try to put a link to it. I don't know if I've been able to, or I got to figure out how to do the Amazon affiliates thing. But it's not bad. I mean, for 80 bucks, I mean, considering I've done probably hundreds of gallons of water out of this thing, it's already paid for itself in the first year alone. When a gallon of distilled water at the store, at least pre-pandemic, was about, I don't know, $1.50 or so. So just something to keep in mind. It's pretty works pretty well. So just to kind of give you an idea, here's the top of it. I'll show you what it looks like when it's I guess you could say assembled. So here it is. So this part heats the water up, and it evaporates through this coil on the inside. There's a fan here that pulls cool in air from these little slots right here to help cool off the coils themselves, and that helps to condense the water, and then the water just drips out of here into a container, a gallon container that came with it. So again, pretty cool, pretty generic. I can't even tell you what the brand is. Like I said, if I could find it, I'll let you guys know. All right, thanks.